Hi, and welcome to an abundance activation. Right now, we have the energy of depth activated, and it has been for the past few days. So, let's explore how we can activate abundance in depth. Depth is a logical energy, it is the well of knowledge. So, the ones who have this in their blueprint, they are thirsty, hungry for knowledge. They keep just going deeper and learning more and more and more. And there is something to look out for and be aware of if you recognize that this is you, because there's a fear of not knowing enough. So the more you learn, it just keeps feeling like I don't know enough. I need to go take another training. I need to read another book. I need to study more in order to share my knowledge, in order to be worthy of sharing it. And I have been a teacher and a trainer for over a decade, so I know that many students that come to me have this energy. And there's nothing wrong for them to keep wanting to learn because that's just their path. It's just that they have to also share what they learn in order to create abundance. Because sharing their wisdom and their knowledge to the people who haven't gone that deep right now, that is how they keep their abundance flow going. If they don't share because they feel the fear of not knowing enough, then they will end up on the deathbed realizing, okay, now I know the most in this lifetime at least, and oh my God, I never shared. So don't stop sharing. Let the people that come to you, that ask for your knowledge, let them have it. And you realize that that fear just disappears when you start to share. It feels good. It creates this flow of in with more knowledge and out with it. And yes, you will always go deeper. And there is another aspect too. I mean, I have gone deeper within myself than ever. I have never been there in this lifetime, that's for sure. So we can also, in awakening, we also come to these places where we feel like we are sitting in the bottom of a deep well. We can't get up, and we don't really want to get up. But it also feels like we can't break through. It's like we are stuck. We are sitting in the depth of something, and we don't get up and we don't get down. And I had that, and I'm so grateful, because normally when I am a curious, I mean, awakening and consciousness, oh my God, I love going to places when I get aware I'm stuck or where I'm blocked. So I did, but after hours of just being aware and breathing, nothing happened. So I'm glad I have a brother that put the word reflex. He said it feels like a reflex. So the moment you go there, it's just like you bounce off. And I was like, wow, that was the correct word. So when I had the word, the correct expression, then I could go deeper, because I was looking for emotions, I was looking for thought form. And in that place of the depth of the wall, like the protection, the shield, there was no emotions, there was no thought forms. So anyway, I went through, and I'm so happy, like I found something deeper within myself. So if you feel like you're invited to go deeper, then yeah, let's do a guidance around that. I invite you to become big as the universe and drop down all the way down to the center of the planet. Start to breathe deeper in and out through the heart, and open the heart space and explore. Are you invited to go deeper inside than you ever have before? Go to that place in you where you're sitting in the depth of the well, in the depth of connection that you have had available so far. And you look up and you may feel like, oh, let's go up again and have it like the past, but really, you're on the bottom of the well because that is where it's correct for you to be right now. Something is drawing you deeper down in to connect with Source. So start to breathe with the bottom of the well in you. Become curious, become one with it. Start to explore, how does it vibrate? Even if it feels physical and really dense, there's still a vibration and there's still space inside of it. And for some of you, you may start to feel emotions and thought forms coming up and the behaviors. Good, just be with that and let it start to flow. Let the awareness come to see it. See how this depth of the wall is composed. And for some of you, there won't be any words. It will just feel like protection, defense. Then fine, let it be. The most important here is that you stay with it. This can take days. Like this took a few days for me and I'm not used to that. So commit to go deep. Commit to breathe. Commit to be curious what is underneath. Something we know is where you're more free, more connected to the source. But observe, the mind can go crazy. Like, start to write what the mind is saying, but keep that observing. It's like, even in the midst of craziness, because mind normally freaks out, and when it feels disconnected, it wants to disconnect in action. And inside of you, what you really want is to connect deeper, right? So there is no point to express that crazy mind to somebody else, especially not the person that you may have the conflict in relationship with. But express it for you to see it, because it becomes really obvious that if you listen to this mind, you don't create connection, you don't. So don't, just let it be there. Sit with it, stay with it. Wonder, can I expand my heart space even more so I can get more space into this dense place? Because sometimes when you expand, the stuck, dense vibration just drop through even deeper and connects with the space you truly are, the free space, the energy, space, and consciousness you truly are. Source. And wonder, who am I that is free, just staying with it, just going deeper and breathing and letting it be a birth process. Women know, women who have given birth know, you just breathe, you stay with it, you are committed to stay with it, even if it's painful, even whatever happens, that baby is going to come out. So you stay with it and let it take the time it takes. And start looking for the real expression here. Because the mind has the shatter, it has the craziness, it has the not good advices. But start to look for the real expression. Because the real expression makes you feel light and expanded. And it's often the opposite than what you want it to be. So a client the other day said, I don't want to go deeper. And it didn't resonate. So I asked her to say the opposite. I want to go deeper. And it came out light and expanded. And she said, it feels like I'm sitting in the depth of a wall and I can't go anywhere. And I don't want to be here. And I said, that doesn't resonate either. Just say that this is what is right now, and it's true for me. And suddenly again, light and expansion came in. So look for the expression that makes you feel light and expansive, because when you do, you start bringing the flow in there. I had to really write down quite a few expressions because nothing really felt true until I came to the expression that I never expressed before in a situation like this. And just to do that expression was terror for a night. And I see myself as a brave person, but it was terror for a night. And it was simple. It took a night to stay with it until it was just freedom to express that expression that made me feel light and expanded, that opened my heart, that reconnected to myself. But I only did that after I did the expression. After I did it, even if it made me feel so vulnerable. So look for that quality. Look for the expression that makes you cry and laugh and feel like run over of life, or a train or a car, whatever. Just do it and notice how you feel afterwards. Afterwards is like a laugh. How could it be so difficult to say something so simple? The floor of the well, that's the correct expression, has been there for something you once thought it was a really good reason. And now, when you look at it with consciousness, it's not a good reason anymore to keep anything inside of you disconnected from the source. And often in here, before you break through, you will have this moment of death coming in. It's, are you willing to give up unconditionally? It's like into the unknown. You don't know what happens. You don't know what is on the other side yet. You know somewhere it will be better because you're more connected, but you don't know how that will be expressed. You don't know what will happen in your relationships. It is that you don't know what happens if you let go and how it expresses in your work. You don't know. But it is that willingness to, no matter what, I am letting go, I am surrendering, I'm breaking through. And when you're through, you observe the magic. Like, it manifested my need that was impossible when I expressed it. It was impossible when I got the answer. But 10 minutes later, life changed. So suddenly, what I truly needed, that I expressed, was suddenly there. And my first reaction was like, but I don't need it anymore. I'm in contact. What I thought I needed, I don't need anymore. But I said yes, of course, and connected from that new space anyway. So even if the expression is beyond spiritual, beyond, it's like we don't have to need anything from anybody, just do it for yourself. Commit to yourself. No blame, no wrong, just the freedom of expression, because that's the only expression that will make you feel light and expanded. So if you take anything from this video, do not express to the person involved until you feel this free, clean expression that makes you feel light and expanded, that connects you to you. Before then, keeps the word in journals or to friends or somebody more objective. Create a space. That's the only thing you can do. The only thing you're in control over is to give the command to become big as the universe, even if it feels like you compress on you or dense, to connect down to the center of the planet, to open the heart space, open, embrace, and meet, and breathe. That's the only thing you can actually control. The rest is grace. The transformation in itself is grace. So if you right now are sitting in the bottom of your well, just keep creating the space, keep choosing it. If you went through, congrats. Enjoy it, and enjoy to get to know your new being that is even more free and connected. And keep looking for the real expression, not what you wish it would be, should be, must be. No, look for the real connection. And it's often the opposite of what you want, but it makes you feel light and expanded. And the more you put the right word on the experience, you bring truth in. It's like truth meets, and it starts a flow. So allow yourself to go there and enjoy. Love to you and this deep process. And if you feel comfortable, share your experiences and inspire other people with what you explore and how your process is to go through the depth of your well and reconnect to more of you. See you next video.